Hello everybody, welcome all of you, and my name is Shivaraman, Director of Europe Study Center. In today's episode, we are going to interview our student Roshni, who is doing a bachelor's in France. And welcome Roshni for the show.
Thank you very much. It's my
Wonderful,
pleasure.
wonderful. And after many years, we have started to interview our students, and you are our first student. And first of all, thank you so much for accepting our request and doing this show for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Wonderful. So first, you can introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, so my name is Roshni, and I'm pursuing my bachelor's in France. I'm doing in international management in ESC Clermont.
Wonderful. Excellent. So to start with, from where did this idea of doing your bachelor's itself in foreign countries come up? Because in India, right, our neighbor uncle, our uncle and aunties, why do you send your daughter, son at UG level itself abroad? Why are you doing all these things? Because still this is the biggest problem in India, basically. As you are aware, the tuition fees in Chennai, I don't want to say the university's name, they charge 7 lakhs a year and people stand in queue. Okay, that's a different story. So, what made you to take a decision to do your undergraduation itself abroad? And this is the prime objective of Europe Study Center too, where the child at the UG level itself goes abroad and studies. Your answer.
So when I did some research, and I came to know that with the help of the Europe Center, that I've come to know that there is more diverse culture in other countries, and more quality education is more it's nice, and compared to the syllabus in India, they are more theoretical syllabus, where in abroad we have more practical sessions and interactions with other cultures and everything. So it gave me more new perspectives, so I wanted to do it abroad.
Excellent. So, how was the parents' perspective? Did they accept your request straight away, or you had to do some little bit of convincing?
No, my parents were really supportive of it. They were actually kind of pushing me to go abroad. So they were really nice about it. Yeah.
So your path was literally very clear. So it's all about your interest and your motivation.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Wonderful. One more thing, I was very happy because of your course choice.
Yeah.
You're doing your bachelor's in international management, correct?
Yes.
You know what these youngsters nowadays, especially in Tamil Nadu, what course they are studying? 95% of them all studying only one course. What is that? Any guess?
I don't know, maybe computer or something.
Exactly. 95% Roshni only studying artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, machine learning, cyber security, because many parents and students have started to think only these courses are good. Now they are realizing that's another story. So it's an excellent opportunity, because I always believe all courses have equal opportunities. Yes, you cannot say this course is good and that course is bad, basically. So you can talk about your course, basically. What made you to choose this particular course?
So I was like, I really love business, and I've been always passionate about it. So it's like I love managing projects and potential to earn and make a change in the world. So when I came across about more about managing and more business related things, I had more interest, and I don't want to sit at one place and just be at that. I wanted to go out, explore more, travel more, and get to know experience more different people's perspective, and understand what real world looks like, not just be at one place and just do your own work and stuff. So yeah, I really love what I do, and I'm glad I choose this, and my parents are also very happy of what I'm doing. So yeah, kind of aligns with my goals and interest.
Excellent. So once this course is selected, then comes the next question of, I even saw your fact sheet that you had filled in. You had even filled in like Ireland, etc. As you know, at Europe Study Center, I don't promote any of these UK and Ireland and all those things, where the workload is less and the expenses are too high, etc. So what made you to choose France as your study destination for bachelor's?
I really thought it was the language was I thought it would be a barrier for me.
Okay.
But then when I came here and I understood, okay, it's not like it's better if but then you still can survive. And it's really nice that different, it's not only like you have to be in a particularly in famous countries and stuff. You can also come here, get more new perspectives, and it's not like exactly how people look like these countries are. It's really more in depth, and it's different from what people think in normal.
Yes, this is what we also say at Europe Study Center to all the students. You don't have to worry about the language barrier. Everything is in English, and most of them, they speak in English, so you don't have to worry about that language barrier aspect, basically. Yes.
Yeah, true.
So then,
Yeah.
how did you know about Europe Study Center? How it all got started?
Actually, at first the Europe Center was from, I came to know through my brother. So he
Okay.
came across center by which was featured in the news, and then decided to visit. And then when he came, he was like unsure about studying abroad, and for and looking for some guidance. And then he spoke with you, and then he was like, you kind of provided him more clarity and confidence that
If
he
I'm not
needed.
wrong, he's studied in Sweden and working in Sweden now, right? Your brother.
Yes, so
Wonderful.
yeah, so he got like he got like into a really great university with the help of Europe Study Center, and now he's working there currently. So with that, I also was like, got like more inspired to trust Europe Study Center,
Thank you.
and
Thank
with
you.
my studies
Thank
and
you.
learning.
Thank you so much. See, in our office, as you always know, we always be very open and transparent. This is what has been our mantra for 15 plus years. And one more thing, which you, in your previous answer, which you said, life is
Uh-huh.
once, I want to explore, I want to travel and get exposed to a
Yeah,
lot of new, I want to make friends across the globe. This is what
yeah.
we say to all the students. Life is once, make the most out of it. You know what happens nowadays? People at the age of 31, 32, they come to office. They say, sir, I
Mhm.
met you 7 years before, 8 years before. At that time, people around me confuse me, etc., etc. Now I have brought my younger brother or my brother-in-law, whoever it is, and I have asked him to go at
Yeah.
UG level itself. You just do it. This is
Yeah.
what is happening. Yeah. Now, coming to the next point, how did your friends take it? Okay, Roshni is going to France for her undergraduation. How did they react to this news?
Yeah, they were kind of like fine with it, but at this beginning they were kind of surprised. Oh, abroad, like UG itself, because everyone normally plans for their PG and like MBA or something like that. So so they were like, oh, they were also like kind of looking for other options. Like after once I did, they also started looking for more options in abroad and stuff. And by the recommendation, I feel one of my friend also joined in Georgia and like other European countries as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we only promote all these. Only the Schengen countries we promote. For example,
Yeah, yeah.
Germany,
My friend
Sweden.
also went to Ireland, and one more friend of mine went to Hungary. So
Okay.
yeah, I've like pretty,
Wonderful,
yeah.
wonderful. Again, Ireland also we don't do it because several other aspects. Since I
Oh.
studied in Schengen, worked
Mhm,
there, and also been sending students for the past 15 plus years, the focus is
mhm.
always towards the Schengen countries because
Okay.
the
Mhm,
main motive for them, as you would be experiencing right now, they don't mingle the commercial aspect of education. You know, they
mhm.
don't mix commerciality with education. Basically, the focus is always given for high quality education, which it is. So then, how did this admission process as well as the visa process? How did it go for you?
It went really smooth because of Europe Study Center. Because from the beginning, I was confused in what universities are the best for me and like my interest and stuff, and they kind of helped me with that from the beginning. And then, and the most hardest part is always the visa process, which they made
Yes.
like I feel like you guys know everything about it, and it was like more clear, and you guys like from the beginning provided like asked us to give what all documents are needed, and everything went smooth, I feel, because of you guys. So thanks for that. But
So
yeah.
you were also involved in the process, or your parents were doing it?
No, I was involved. I was doing actually half of
Perfect.
the
Because
thing.
nowadays, I see only the parents doing it. Then I say,
No.
please bring the student, put them into the process so that
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Yeah. I
much
actually
easier.
like I came from Qatar, like, and then I did the whole visa thing with you guys, but then I did it alone with, yeah.
Very good, very good, excellent. So then, coming to the next stage. So after reaching the university, how did you feel basically? How was it? Does it match your expectations and etc.?
Yeah, at the beginning it was like so much. It was quite overwhelming. But then at like after some days and stuff, you get to know each other. Everyone is new. Everyone is excited like you, and everyone wants to have new perspective, and everyone
Yes.
is like into new cultures and more diversity. So it was really fun. And at one point now it's been like now I know most of the places where I'm going, and it's more safe, I feel. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
it has been great. Like I thought language would be again a problem, but then even though like I could survive it, it was fine. Like everyone kind of most of the people knew English, and gradually it is also good to know a different language and learn new languages. So yeah, it's
But
been
what you
great.
study is 100% English, correct?
Yes, what I'm studying is 100% in
This is what
English.
we always say. Whatever we promote at Europe Study Center, medium of instruction is only English. Yeah. Then that's on a lighter note, basically. Many parents, at the UG level, what's the question that they ask? Any guess? You can guess. What is the question that they will ask at UG level?
Is it
Few
safe to
of them.
go the young?
No,
I
that is
mean,
all quite common, right?
okay.
Some parents, they still come and ask, sir, do you provide South Indian meal facilities? This is what they ask. See, one side I see all these universities, especially for technical programs, I mean to say,
Yeah.
literally, printing rockets in their 3D printers. Literal sense, I mean, launching it to the space. Here we still talk about, the food, the mess facilities, or do you make all these things and all? Then I say, madam, student or parent, whatever it is, we are looking at bigger perspective. So we
True.
have to overlook these things, and we have to do certain sacrifices to aim for bigger things, basically. So how does your
Yeah.
day start and your day end? Please explain, including this food aspect also, because especially the mothers would love to listen to this.
I feel it's equally important for women and men to go outside and experience, how to be independent.
Yes, yes.
And it is like, it has been great for me because I was always at home like most of the time. So when I came here, everything was new for me. And from doing my laundry, from balancing it with studies, going out and party, and then like, cooking on my own because you need to save money, budgeting, everything is very important equally for men and women and special. So yeah, it has been great. Like I've learned about myself more when I'm like more alone. So that is also quite important for an individual. So yeah.
Wow.
And like
Amazing.
to balance everything. From studies, like you come home, I do like meal preps and stuff, and then you have a lot of assignments. And because in Indian syllabus, it's like learning, you have exams and that's it. But here you have more assignments, more projects, presentations and stuff. You need to prepare more. So it's like it's been great. Like you will know what life is actually when you come out of your comfort zone.
Wonderful. So I'm sure you or your brother would not even be looking at all these part-time jobs and focusing completely on your studies, right? Your brother, in a sense, he finished 5 years before. In your case or his
Yeah.
case, this is what we tell students, which none of the other abroad education promoting companies, they don't say. We just say, first priority, you go there to study.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
study and you do all the other activities, you cannot reach your goal. Your comments about that?
Yeah, it's actually very true because your main goal is to learn and like finish your studies, and then you need to see the bigger picture where you are like earning more, like working in a better company, but by not
Exactly.
like working in small companies where you lose a lot of time and you don't concentrate on your studies and your personal work, so which will lead more pressure and stressful life at the beginning when you're a student. So it is really important to focus on your studies and have a balance in your life, and then you need to see the bigger picture. Like after the studies, you will get a good job in a bigger company where you can kind of like balance everything out later.
Absolutely. I'm sure, we will surely interview your brother also in the upcoming episodes, which he will also say.
Yes.
For example, to
Yeah.
study in a Schengen country, it takes a lot of time. We need to focus, sit, study, master the art. And then why bother for a part-time job? You can go for a full-time job once you have the skill set, basically.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So how are the classes, basically? How friendly are the professors? You can talk about your education now.
Yeah, the classes are really nice. It is sometimes it gets a little hectic because we have like classes like with special classes and stuff. But mostly it's very interactive, and you get to like there's a lot of projects where you have to talk with other people and interact with them. So you get like a lot of different perspectives from their countries and their culture and everything.
Wonderful.
And if like you're working in a project or something, when you have like their perspective as well, you would be like, okay, I haven't thought about this, like it's something
Completely
new.
from a different angle, yeah.
Yeah, completely different. And then when the professor comes and explain, it's like a whole different angle you've never been like experienced. So it is really nice to have those kind of talks and having more like it is professional, but at the same time you can also be very free with the professors and stuff. They are very open for like extra, if you want to have some doubts or something or extra learning or something, you can go anytime and ask them and stuff. So it's really great.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, you do your projects with fellow Indians, or you mingle with international students, especially for your projects?
You know,
Because just to add,
actually,
during my study
yeah.
time in Sweden, I never
Mhm.
did any project with any of my Indian friends. We used to be
Yeah.
roommates, that thing is all fine. But when it comes to studies, as you rightly said, we have to mingle with other people and other culture and other nationality so that we learn from them. So some points about that.
Actually, surprisingly, for UG, there are no like pretty, a lot of Indians. So it's like a mandatory for me to not stick with the Indians. So I have to have like, to talk with more like French people, more different national, like from Italy, from Russia, and everything. So, and I've also noticed some master students going and combining with like, Indian people and just having as a
Yes.
group, which is very bad because you all anyways you're having the same perspective and same
Yeah.
thoughts and everything. You get like you're not going out of your comfort zone.
This is what we
So it's
say.
really
So just to
yeah,
add, when it comes to
yeah,
academics, you stay away. Everything else is fine. For example, we share the roommate
yeah,
with
yeah.
fellow Indians. Everything is fine. But when it comes to academics, you have to mingle with other nationality. So that's also, I
100%.
believe, a very, very important aim of going abroad for studies, basically.
Yeah, it is very important.
Okay, wonderful. So how's the examinations? What sort of examinations they conduct? Because this also the many students would like to know. Some people, they think it's only choose the correct answer. Some think it's only oral examination, written or project work. So some insights about that.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on individual subjects. So, for example, I have like finance and finance. For example, for finance, it's more like we have like midterms and exams, where it's like a more like we have MCQs and plus we have the theoretical questions as well, like sums and stuff. And then for marketing and all, we have like participations. At like we have marks for participation as well. We have marks for like assignments, projects. So it is kind of divided. It's not like in Indian syllabus like the last exam, like the final exam is everything. Like you need to mug up the whole thing and just write
Yes.
the exam. And it's like 100%, it's only that. Or like 10%, which is like maybe practical, which is like, which is nothing. They just give you the
On the
marks. But
moment, on the moment we finish exam, we forget everything.
yeah, exactly 100%. Yeah. But here it's like more than just writing. It's like you need to understand it. Then only you can actually write the
You
exam.
don't write these
Because
pages and pages, right?
yeah, no, 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 we don't do that.
Here
Because
in
we have case studies where it's like you need to understand the concept, only then you can write the exam.
exactly concept driven education. This is what is going to take youngsters to greater heights, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So how is the workload basically? How many hours you spend on studies in a day, including your college time, Monday to
It
Friday?
kind of Money to Friday. Okay, it kind of depends. Like, for example, I have some days I have classes till like 8:30 to 4:30, and some days I just have like afternoons like 12 to 6 or something. So it kind of depends like normally, but then I try to study like every day, just an hour or something, because just to like revise and maybe just like revise the concepts so that I'm okay at the final and I don't have to like at the end like pressurize myself and study the whole thing at one night. So yeah.
Excellent. So you are organized by all means. For example, your work at home,
Yeah.
preparing all your food or etc., plus the studies. I believe this is what nowadays many youngsters they lack, and you are literally getting prepared to face this competitive, cruel world. You are ready
Yeah.
for these challenges. Basically, you go through this grind day in and day out. You make it as a practice. Then that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Then you have started to travel across Schengen countries. What all countries you have visited, or you are completely busy into studies? You reached there in 2023 September, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Actually, the thing is, in the university itself, I had like summer school and stuff, so I
Wow.
got to like travel Barcelona this year, and then I had the opportunity to travel even Finland for my semester, but then I couldn't do because of my visa issue. But
Okay.
yeah, but I did travel to Sweden, and
That
yeah,
of course your brother is there, so obviously you
yes,
would have traveled
he
to.
went for his graduation.
He's
Yeah,
in Stockholm or Gothenburg?
he's in actually Stockholm.
Stockholm. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
But now he's like working there, so he goes to like Södertälje sometimes. So he comes back here and there.
Wonderful. So, out of these countries, which look more beautiful for you? Barcelona, meaning Spain, or France, or Sweden?
It kind of depends again. So
Okay.
it's like Barcelona is like good for maybe tourism and a lot of people are there. So it was like okay. But then I really like my place as well because it's more like my place. France is kind of the where I stay in Clermont is like more students are there and you kind of have more like just students environment. It's really good for education. But then if you compare with Paris, it's a chaos. Paris is kind of like lot of
Mhm.
vibes. But like Sweden is really nice. It's very beautiful
Very
and
calm, very beautiful, and
very
very
calm.
cold also.
Very cool. Then December
Yes,
is like it's getting yeah.
yes, it's getting there.
Right.
So you are in your second year, correct?
Yes.
One more year of studies, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So you'll plan your final semester project. You have already thought about it, or still a little far away for that? Not yet.
I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still trying. I mean, thinking to do in last semesters somewhere abroad. We have like partnership universities in
Yes.
other countries as well.
You're talking about Erasmus exchange study.
Erasmus exchange, exactly.
We always request students to do at least 1 or 2 semesters, Erasmus
Yeah,
exchange studies, because it opens up a lot more opportunities. And when it is funded by the, when it is completely funded, we don't have to even worry about anything. Yeah. So any thoughts about that?
yeah.
You're already planning for that?
Yeah, I was actually planning to go to Finland now itself, but then because of my visa thing, it got cancelled. But then now I'm planning to do my last semester, or maybe last year somewhere from France, or yeah, it kind of depends.
Very good. So I think we discussed about the education and how do you plan a day, and
Yeah.
looks like you're very organized already. Wonderful, excellent. And even when your parents watch this interview, they'll feel really happy. Yes. And one more thing which I wanted to ask you: are you like? Of course, you'll be interacting with your friends in India. Do you do you guys actually compare with what they are studying and what you are studying, etc., etc.? Do you actually do that?
Yeah, we do. Like, for example, my friend is studying in NIT, and she is like she's doing engineering there. So it's like it's totally kind of different. They have more theoretical, as I told you, and exams are like kind of like more pressurizing, I feel. But for us, it is like more hectic for us as well. But then it's more like practical, and we have like projects and assignments and stuff. So it's more like opening a creative side, just rather than just studying and mugging up and just writing the exam. So in those
Okay.
ways, yeah, we do compare, and it's really nice. It's totally
Okay.
different. Not totally, but somewhere it's different.
Okay, wonderful. Any opinion about, for example, not opinion, I mean to say, what you would like to say about your professors and lecturers who takes classes for you?
So it's actually it's great because everyone is not French. Every professors are like from different country, like German or from US, and like from Hungary and different countries. So even they kind of share about their culture, and the way of their teaching is also quite different related to how they have been taught and stuff. So it is like different exposure and different experience from different different subjects. So it has been great, and they are also been very open for doubts and everything. So you can just mail them, and it's very nice to even contact them easily and get your doubts cleared.
So thank you so much, Roshni, for spending your time in between your busy academic schedule to allot time for us and present all your insights. I'm sure this will be really helpful for students and parents, for them to see what a student encounters when he or she goes abroad, especially to European countries, especially at the bachelor level, which will be a really insert. Any final points before we end this excellent show? And by the way, this is my first interaction with a student whom I have sent in all my 15 years of my career. So I will always remember Roshni, because you were
Thank
my
you.
first, and I should only thank you for accepting our request to come
No,
for
no,
the
no,
show.
no. It's great to be. It's my honor and my pleasure
Thank you.
to
Thank you so
have
much.
it. And finally, like Europe Center has been a great a great support for my whole family, for me and my brother personally. So we always been grateful for that. And I look forward for other students coming to France and other countries, and by guided by Europe Study Center. So
Thank
yeah,
you so much, and we wish you all the best. And
thank
maybe
you
we will do one more interview after 3-4 years about
for
your
sure.
work life and all those things, and
Yeah. For
constantly
sure.
provide insight to the students and parents. Thank you so
Sure.
much. Okay,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.